Welcome to yourlocalnote.com. My name is Mike Stringer, joined by RJ McKay. Thank you so much for listening to another featured podcast. This week, we welcome the Fleeting Ends. They are a Philly rock band, and this year they came out with a new album called Our Eyes Are Peeled. But before we go to the first song from that, let me remind you to download our free iPhone and Android app so you can listen to all these bands and artists on your phone wherever you are, streaming 24/7 exclusive to the Philadelphia area. Just search YLN at the Apple Store and at the Google Play Store for Droids. And also keep up to date with these bands. We have a video update every week now on the front page, and also check out our concert calendar. So the first song we're going to play from the Fleeting Ends off their latest album, Our Eyes Are Peeled, is called Little People, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com. That is Little People. They are the Fleeting Ends, and you're listening to yourlocalnote.com. Guys, welcome into the studio.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. Let's introduce yourself, the role you play in the band, and also let us know who's not here.
Well, we're mourning the absence of Rusty right now. He's our bassist. But we got two Matts here. My name's Matt Fantine, and I play guitar, I play piano, and I sing lead, and I'm the co-songwriter.
My name's Matt Amadeo. I play drums, and I sing with Matt, and I help him out writing songs, and if I need to play bass or keyboard, I'll step in if they need me.
Okay, and how did you guys, the three of you, meet? When did it all get started for the Fleeting Ends?
When we grew up together. We were best friends for a long, long time. And Rusty, we met around 2010. when we were playing at a venue in Philadelphia. He was playing with another band, and it was just Matt and I at that time, and we didn't have a bass player. We really needed that bottom end, so Rusty offered to fill in, and a few months later he was playing with us, and it locked in pretty well.
Excellent. And why the Fleeting Ends? Where did you come up with that name?
There's no rhyme or reason. I don't have an explanation. It just, I was trying to think of something that sounded good, that could roll off your tongue, and I just stumbled upon that.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt didn't totally hate it, and I grew on him.
I was like, I don't know about this, and then I was like, yeah, let's do it. That was quick.
It was a short conversation.
Yeah.
So you guys been together for how long?
4 years now.
4 years, and always playing around Philadelphia. I know you guys are getting ready to go off and play a bunch of East Coast states, correct?
We play all over the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, we've
basically
been
New England and the South.
been out a lot this summer.
Midwest.
down to Atlanta, the Carolinas, up to Maine, Boston, Vermont, out to Pittsburgh area, Ohio. Chicago, Indianapolis, Kentucky,
Wow.
Missouri, we're trying to be a real band.
Yeah, we're a big deal.
Nice. Well, it sounds like you're doing a great job. You're playing songs off your latest album, Our Eyes Are Peeled, and that first song, Little People. Tell us about that song. What is it about?
Well, let me think. I write the lyrics, so
All right.
I'm going to have to explain
So
this.
you would be the person to ask this question?
Yes, yeah, exactly. And I noticed you were addressing me with your eyes as you asked, which was perfect. But it's about a girl, I think, who perceives herself to be something important, and everybody else are the little people. When people are like, don't forget the little people if you're on your way up or whatever.
Got it.
Basically explaining her and her habits and,
Okay, and how did that song come together? Is it
musically, well,
a group effort from
there's
everybody?
a story to that, actually.
Okay, excellent.
My parents woke me up one morning and they were like, "We bought you a mandolin," and I didn't know why, but they were like, "You're going to be playing this at your sister's wedding. You're going to learn it and play it."
Wow, that's
So yeah, I went to my sister's wedding, and I was sitting in the hotel room, and that's the first thing I ever played was the riff to that. So we worked on it.
It just came to you?
Yeah. I got lucky. I didn't know the chord structures or anything. I just figured it out.
Did you ever ask them why they got you the mandolin and just decided that this is what you were going to do?
I don't know if you've heard of the play Fiddler on the Roof.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, they wanted me to play
my dad's favorite.
Sunrise Sunset, which I did. I learned it. And I still play it when I play mandolin because I know like 3 songs on mandolin. So.
Did you incorporate it into this album?
I did, yeah. That's, like I said, very first song, that's the riff. A lot of people think it's guitar because I plugged it into an amp and I put distortion on it. I thought that was interesting, experimental.
Excellent.
It sounded pretty nice.
Excellent. When you're writing your songs, just take us through that process. As far as, does one person bring the idea and then the other two work on it, or how does that work?
I'm usually playing guitar on the edge of my bed and singing, and if I think something's good enough, I'll bring it to Matt. If he doesn't like it, we don't work on it. If he does, we work on it. And, if it works, then we send it to our manager, Tommy Joyner, owner of Milk Boy, our co-owner. And he's also our engineer and producer for this album. He approves or disapproves of the song. So there's kind of a bureaucracy. It goes to Matt and then Tommy.
How do you like that? Do you feel good?
I do like it because then I know that's it's definitely good because it's been verified.
Okay. Have you ever been rejected and been disappointed with the rejection?
I used to, but I got used to it.
Okay.
He's brutally frank.
Matt is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
My heart's been broken too many times.
I bring some stuff in too, and he's had a couple of times where he could say, "Matt, no, that's bad."
Yeah. Well, like the last song on the album, "Speaking Morse Code,"
Yeah.
was that was Matt's idea, and that was Matt's song.
And how did you hook up with Tommy?
Oh, we were playing in an old band called Still Motion. We've been playing in bands,
Okay.
since we've known each other, and Tommy I think what he really liked was Matt and our harmonies, and
Sounds good.
I guess the direction that we were headed in.
Okay. Good.
And take it from there. Started recording.
Yeah, I mean, he saw us at Milk Boy. We actually won studio time
which he still owes us.
Yeah, he still, or we haven't gone in. We have 10 free hours
Nice.
at Milk Boy Studios.
Nice.
We still have it. We won it in like 2006, I think. And we started recording home demos in my attic,
Okay.
which we still do, which we were doing earlier today. And I'd give them to my dad because he was kind of helping us out at the time. He was dadager, and we give him a song, and then my dad would email it to Tommy because we were scared at the time. We're like, "There's this big guy, he owns
really?
Milk Boy,
Right,
he owns
right.
a studio," and we're like, "I don't know who this guy is."
Dad came in and
Now he's scared of us.
Yeah, and we would just send him demos, and he's like, he was responding,
Cool.
and he loved it. And soon after that, we had a meeting at the studio, and he's like, "I want to record an album with you guys," and then we just went in and recorded, and then from there, he's been recording us ever since, and our relationship really has grown into a great thing, and it's a nice family the Fleeting Ends have right now.
Very nice. So Milk Boy then, besides recording, they also have a place where you guys can play, and they do a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Very supportive.
That's good to know.
I don't really have no idea where we would be right now if it weren't for Tom. I gotta
Oh, I'm
say.
sure you guys would be okay. You guys sound really good. So I
Thank
wouldn't.
you.
I think Tommy just realized there's a little talent there in front of him. So he could
I got someone though.
Yeah. All right, let's go to song number 2. It's called Elaine Until Now. Tell us a little bit about that
This is
song.
another song about a girl, but she consumes copious amounts of drugs, and it turns her into another person, a different person. It's an interesting story.
It's a sad story.
It's not sad. It's I always say I kind of put depressing lyrics over
Upbeat
major chords and stuff, so
Okay.
you wouldn't know.
All right, I got it. All right, let's go to that song, and then we'll talk more about it when we come back. The song is called Elaine Until Now. It's from the Fleeting Ends off their latest album called Our Eyes Are Peeled on yourlocalnote.com.
Old and full, and she kissed the floor. She talked for days, it blew away. She shines and shines. There's something new. There's something new. She tried again to make new friends. They like to glow, and the way she posed.
The song is called Elaine Until Now from the album Our Eyes Are Peeled, and we're hanging with Matt and Matt from the Fleeting Ends. All right, guys, so let's talk about influences. We talked a little about Tommy Joyner. I would assume, or he's an influence on you guys because he's been working with you for a number of years.
He's a bad influence on me.
What other influences?
She's other than just, you know, the music we've grown up with. Mm-hmm. And you know, the people around us, you know, I take inspiration from everything. I really sound like an artist now.
Yeah. we try to when we're asked this question, make it interesting. So I think what I'm going to respond with is we are inspired by, I think, the writing procedure. And I think that we've fallen in love with just building, you know, this great thing out of nothing, or these little components of something that turns into something that you have there,
right?
You know, rather than we like the Beatles and we like to write, you know, because you can hear it. And you know, my favorite group is the Rolling Stones.
Okay, so and it's obvious your parents were very supportive, Matt, because they bought you a mandolin and they knew you were a pretty talented guy that could learn pretty quickly.
That was predicated upon me playing that mandolin at the wedding. So,
okay,
yeah.
But they've been pretty supportive of your
absolutely
choice as a musician.
Yes.
Very cool. Matt, Matt, number 2?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Very nice. All right. Then let's talk about the fact that, you know, your songs do sound big, but you're a 3-piece band. How does that translate? How do you guys do that then from the studio to the stage?
We had to work a little while after we recorded this CD. Like, we listened to it, I think, at a certain point, we were like, wow, how are we going to reproduce this live?
Right.
And we worked out different ways of playing, different structures and different harmonies that may be louder or higher. And there's a certain element of energy there that I think compensates for anything that may be lacking from the CD.
So it's a big challenge for you guys.
It was a challenge, but it was fun. We like challenges.
It's become fun.
Okay.
You know, there's the point where you know, you look at what you have to be and want to be, and it's like, it's kind of far away, and you gotta, you know, start working at it, and it's tough, but it really has molded us into better musicians. You know, trying to play this album live.
Well, the fact that you guys have been able to master that then allows you to be even as creative as you want, because if you couldn't translate from the album to stage, that would probably hold you back in what you're trying to create.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's paved the way for our new songwriting procedure. I think that we're trying to write songs that cater more towards that are more in the vein of a 3-piece band, but sound big. You know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, going back to the songwriting, Matt, you do the lyrics. I mean, are these personal experiences, or are these just ideas that come into your head and you then expand on it?
Let me see. The majority of them, yeah. And some of these are stories, they're narratives. But a lot of these are about girls that I have had that I should have never been anywhere near. And that's what a lot of them, and some personal experiences, and then you know, going into your 20s, being a 20-something. And then some are like critics or sing groupie. They're about their stories. Poor Gloria. You know, I thought it would be interesting to try and
so you're not pigeonholed. If it doesn't have to be a personal experience for you, you could see something and say, I can create a story around this, and this could be pretty cool.
But it does feel a little bit more authentic, and it's nice to play when it's personal.
Do any of the girls that you should never have been around, do they know that you've written songs about them?
I think one of them might know. I don't know.
Somebody knows.
You know, I think they all know, but they're confused and they think they're all about someone else. So, I don't know. I don't talk to them anymore. So
okay, that's probably a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
So, you take care of the lyrics, Matt. Matt number 2? Do you ever try to change the lyrics if you think it's just not matching, or is it you trust Matt number 1?
I've known Matt for a really long time, and if there's one thing I can really, really trust him with, it's lyrics. He's become a really great lyricist, and you know, he'll ask me. He'll always ask me if a lyric is lame or if it's too out there, and I always think it's right where it should be. So, and I've never been disappointed yet. So, yes,
Thank you.
the trust is there, and I hope it keeps working out this way because I'm a terrible lyricist myself.
That's not true. That's not true.
No, we're
Yeah.
unfortunately missing Russell here. So just talk about his role in the band. Is he? You guys seem very close and agreeable on the music. Is he the same way? Is he? Yeah, I know what you're not gonna say he is, but a third wheel. As far as the process, he's just as involved as Matt is.
Rusty is the same person, I think, through and through. He's very nonchalant. He's laid back, and that is how he is in this band. Sometimes the bass parts are written for him, but he doesn't mind. He just loves to play bass.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do.
That's what he told us when he joined the band. He's like, I just want to play bass, guys. And we're like, hey, man, that's all we want you to do.
Yeah.
And be cool, and that's exactly what he is.
He couldn't be a third wheel. I mean, he's so vital to our sound. His style is definitely blended into this album. But
personality-wise, like, I can't see us.
yeah.
He's so like even keeled and cool about everything, and it calms everybody down. And that's vital. That's really vital. His attitude.
Yeah, the relationships within a band. I mean, we've had some bad experiences with some bad people in bands.
Yeah.
But it's never worked as well as this. I mean, it flows well.
Yeah, and considering you guys are traveling so much now, playing all these shows, you're with each other 24/7.
Well, I think we got Martina over here, our tour manager. She's stuck with 3 guys, so ask her.
She'll give you the stories.
She'll give you the yeah.
Let's go to the third song. It's called "I'm Like That." What can you tell us about that song?
That's a sad song. That's a love song about everybody is similar in certain ways, and trying to find reason to be with a person still because you may have changed, but you're still similar in the ways that, I don't know, you were attracted to in the first place. And
Best one on the album.
yeah,
In my opinion, best one on the album.
it's I think it's my favorite song that we've done. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, well, let's go to that now. They are the Fleeting Ends. The album's called "Our Eyes Are Peeled," and you're about to listen to "I'm Like That" here on yourlocalnote.com.
Got you closing your eyes in this tiny little town and scroll across your tired eyelids. Who do you think then you are your part
The song's called I'm Like That. They are the Fleeting Ends, and this is yourlocalnote.com. We mentioned at the beginning that you're traveling a lot, you're playing a lot of shows. So what can we expect from you in the weeks coming up?
Yeah, in the next couple of weeks, we're gonna make our way out Midwest, play all out there, and hopefully gather some fans and friends. And me and Matt have been writing a lot lately, so we're up in the attic writing, hashing out new songs. So maybe some demo stuff, possibly.
Are you able to write while you're on the road?
Radio campaign.
While you're traveling, do you find yourself writing up?
I mean, there's always sound check when maybe we'll play the riff to a song and it's like, hey, that worked out pretty well. And let's remember that. Let's record that. But not much so far. I think that would come more when you're in more of a comfortable environment.
Yeah.
Like if you have a tour bus or something, but we're in a van, like
compact.
Yeah, quite compact.
So you've been on the road a lot. Any fun road stories you can share with us?
Man, I don't know.
There's gotta be 1 or 2 or 10.
Well, it's not always fun. The best part I can say is when we're on stage and we're playing. That's always the best part. Mm-hmm. But I just say overall, it's interesting to meet different people from different places with different stories, different dialect, and experience almost different cultures, because in a way every state and different counties have different cultures. I don't know, so it's good to kind of enculturate ourselves.
Enculturate.
Yes.
Nice.
I saw a man in Vermont.
This will be better.
We were driving down a stretch of highway, and I looked out the right side of the windshield to the side of the road, and there was a white car, and then there was just like a guy's behind.
Oh.
In
the car, out of the car?
Outside, like towards traffic. And he had in his one hand some paper towels. And he was in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I, screamed. I was like, "Did you see that?" And everybody's like, "What?" And they looked back and they kind of saw something, but it was, that was so funny to me.
Yeah.
So funny. And
Matt likes fecal stories.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, I mean, it's ridiculous. The guy had no reservations about just doing that.
Yeah, like, he didn't care. He was just out. And it was like he was an older guy, and it was like a Cadillac. Like, the guy had class. well, kind of.
He might have just stolen that Cadillac.
Yeah, he probably stole it.
Yeah, but you were in Vermont. It's not like you were in, New York City or Philly or, some big city like that. You're in Vermont, and if anyone's traveled up there, it's not a lot of people there.
No. Yeah.
I like that state, though. I like much of New England.
Yeah.
New England's a cool place.
Nice up there.
It's what I've heard. It's almost very similar to what I've heard about places like Portland, Oregon, and like hipsterish, whatever that word means at this point. Yeah. But actually, no. I you know what? I think the most enjoyable experience that I've personally had is we played it in Atlanta, Georgia, and we opened up for a band called Yip Deceiver, which is a side project of the band Up Montreal, and we were big fans of Up Montreal and throughout high school and college. So it was just really cool to meet them.
That's cool.
And they stood there and watched our show, and then they told us they really liked our music, and that was awesome to hear.
That's very nice.
He's like, I like your music too.
All right.
And it was just really, something that we've never done before.
All right. So before we get off the road here and road stories, we need Martina to tell us a road story. Your tour manager, right? I'm sure she's experienced stuff, and she sees it from a completely different angle than what you guys are doing. So you got a lovely lady here.
Take this with a grain of salt.
A lovely lady watching 3 guys. How is that job for you, Martina?
They're actually all pretty easy to watch after.
Okay.
I don't really have to yell or anything. I'm just like, wake up, it's time for a shower. And I go and, you stay in a hotel, and I always try and find them the best deal that includes free breakfast, which means I wake up early, usually, and run down to the breakfast room.
And you get the breakfast for them.
I dump out my backpack, and I put the ice bucket in my backpack, and I fill it with food.
That's some manager you got there.
So
She's a mother hen, that's what I always say.
Yes, I have been mother hen. I'm definitely not without my flaws, though, because every time we're on the road, I do something ridiculous in my sleep.
Oh, okay.
And one night, I had a night terror at the same time that Matt Amadeo over there had a night terror. So we just both woke the other two up by screaming.
Nice.
No.
No, you caused it all.
Screamed at the top.
I wasn't having a night terror. You were having one, and you woke me up, and I thought there was a ghost in the room or something, so I screamed. And Rusty, like the coolest dude ever, with the cool head and all, gets up. He's just like, what's going on? And I don't think I've ever heard him raise his voice at, to that decibel at that late in the evening. What was it, like 4 a.m.?
Right.
And you're screaming.
We were in Toledo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Toledo. So,
It started.
all right.
The evening started with a death metal Christian rock band,
Wait.
which opened.
Death metal Christian rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were hardcore, man.
That I've never heard.
That's what gave her the nightmare.
That would give me a nightmare.
There's something unnerving about it.
I blame it on them.
But not as unnerving as the shriek that she let out in the middle of the night. When we
Crazy.
Nice. My favorite term or phrase that a tour manager used to describe dealing with a band was, he goes, it was like herding cats. That's what it's like trying to deal with a band, herding cats. I thought that's a great description.
Well,
all right, let's talk about where people can find your music and download it and hear it.
Yeah, we're pretty much all over the internet. Type us in on Google and see what happens. But, other than that, iTunes, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, Amazon, probably Google Play, and, Rhapsody, all that.
Website?
Spotify. Our website is thefleetingends.com. Facebook is The Fleeting Ends. Twitter is The Fleeting Ends. Instagram is The Fleeting Ends. So it all matches up.
Keeping it simple.
Very
Keep
cool.
it simple so you guys
Just
can
Google
find
the
it.
Fleeting Ends and they'll find all that.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, we even got Wikipedia.
Google
Nice.
is very convenient.
We're all set up.
Okay, very cool. You guys mentioned about how you've got some new music you've been writing, getting ready for another album. Were there anything, or you've done an EP, you've done singles, you've done an album. The process, has it all been done at Milk Boy recording? All the songs that you've recorded?
It's been different each time.
Okay.
With this album, and this is the one that I think truly matters because we're pushing this, and
Sure.
and this is our first full length. So this one was, we had maybe 5 or 6 of the songs done.
Okay.
We went into the studio, and the other ones we just kind of wrote in the studio, and I don't know how it fell together. It was almost very haphazard, but I couldn't be more pleased with the result.
Are there things that you learned from that album that you're
Yes.
going to take and do differently with your next album?
I mean, I think I speak for all of us when I say we want to write the songs, then we want to perform them live while on tour, get tight, and then we want to record them.
Will you record them like a live band, or will you record them in tracks? Which way would you prefer to do?
Ideally, someday as a band, that's what we want to do.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if we're quite ready.
However, it ends up happening.
Yeah.
They really, it wrote and recorded itself.
Okay.
We were like, this sounds good. Let's try this. And
Okay.
it sounded good, and we went with it.
Very cool.
But
and there
yeah,
were so many
everything-
songs that were not used on that album.
Yeah.
Will you
Yeah.
bring them back, or are they done?
Oh yeah, well one of the, actually, you know what? I don't want to say because this makes it sound bad, but I guess the most snappy tune that we had on there, we left off because we knew it could have been better. So we're working on that now
Okay.
to improve it.
Right, so you have some stuff that you haven't used in the past, but you plan on using in the future if you just work on it a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bringing back old songs. I like starting new, but there are certain songs I listen to and I'm like, that was really good, or this certain part was very good, and we'll renovate the song and
Renovate it.
Renovate it?
Yeah, that was-
Update it? Okay, sounds good, guys. Thank you so much. Let's talk about the last song here that we're going to play on the podcast. Operator, Matt, number
that's-
one.
This is our number one smash hit, Operator. This song is, I don't know, this song we tried to write and record for about 2 years. It never happened. Then we laid it down and it was pretty good. And then Larry Gold, I think people know who he is, arranged strings on it, and now it's one of my favorite songs that we've got.
Nothing became something.
Yeah.
That's
well,
all.
that's the song has substance without the strings, but the strings are very nice.
No, when we first started trying to record
yeah.
it, like we were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Or I was like that.
Yeah,
and
not
you were
that-
like, "Come
not-
on, we gotta record this." But yeah, it really became something that I never thought we could, achieve. So real happy with that tune.
Very cool. Thank you, guys. We really appreciate hanging out with you tonight.
Thank you.
And just remember, next week we'll have another brand new podcast. Don't forget, we stream 24/7. You can download our free apps at the respective stores. Just type in YLN. We've got a weekly newsletter. Contact@yourlocalnote.com is the way to subscribe to that. And also, don't forget, we got a weekly update now that we do every week, hence the name, Weekly Update. Actually, we don't call it the Weekly Update. It's actually called YLN Update. So check that out. And again, thanks, guys. We're going to end everything up with Operator from The Fleeting Ends and their latest album. It's called Our Eyes Are Peeled on yourlocalnote.com.
I've been trying since 2. What can I do to reach her? She caught my eye like a brainy fly in a spider's web. Made a 7-digit call with such a heavy load on my mind. Operator, I lost my nerve to a beatnik girl with 2 best friends. The one at home, the second one alone could take my mind. Could you talk me through if you're still there on the line? Oh no, it's coming everywhere I go. Oh no, it's playing like a TV show. Oh no, it's coming everywhere I go. Those words are beating into my skull. Mother Nature, well, you're on my side all that time on some sick game. And all the while with the tops and files and the downs and outs. And on second thought, if I like it or not, don't count. And I tried to be so collected, waiting on the line to change. Static buzzes through the grain of a cheap disco. That's when you speak hello. Let's say my hand is cutting out and there's no need to shout. So I take off to another place away from rain where I can rest. I take something to put me back to sleep.